Comparing these ramen to Ichiran, straight from Osaka, Japan, we are going to continue to look for the very best in the Cambridge and Boston area. Oh yeah, we're still using a fork. What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel as I share my passion for food in New England, especially food here in the Boston area. We are back in Harvard Square, a place I have not had much luck in finding good food, to go to one of my favorites, not that I have much range, my favorite ramen place, Santouka. Now, I remember that the broth was fantastic, and I think that's the most important part when it comes to a good ramen. I always get the chashu pork, and I gotta see if the noodle has a good firmness to the bite. Texture is very important with food. We are searching for the very best ramen in the Boston area. This is the next stop, Santouka. Let's see what you got, even though I already know, and let's go to work. This is probably going to be my last adventure to Harvard Square. It is extremely difficult to find a parking spot on the street that you can pay with the gimmick. If you don't find one, well, you got to go to the garages and get screwed. To stay fucking 2 minutes. So I hate returning to Harvard Square. I used to work here for 9 months and I hated the area. But Santouka always did me justice. I've been here a handful of times. I love how they have this display in the window to show everybody who's new what you're getting into. There is plenty of seating inside, and when there's not that many seats, they sit you in community tables, which I can't stand, and there are bathrooms in-house. The greatest drink in the world, your pathway to diabetes. Coca-Cola products are the best, Pepsi sucks. These are the chopsticks that I particularly hate. The fact that I can't even do them and now I have to deal with them means I'm probably sticking with the fork. This ramen has seaweed like I'm used to, or nori, whatever you want to call it. Fish cake always shows the nice coloring, and we actually have some texture to their soft-boiled eggs unlike the last spot. Look at this beautiful presentation.
I think there were. He was trying to come into line.
The soft-boiled eggs that have been marinating in soy sauce, you just gotta warm them up in the broth. The noodles were a perfect texture. Not too hard, not too soft to the bite. And the pork, the chashu pork, was extremely disappointed. As you guys who've been around the kitchen enough know, take a look at it. It looks tough. So the particular broth that I like to get is the Shoyu. It's the mixture of the rich soy sauce and the broth that's been worked on for 16 hours here. Incredible explosion of flavor. Salt levels are perfect. Now, one thing I can never understand with any ramen or Italian restaurant is skipping out on the pasta and noodles. Do you know how cheap pasta and noodles are? Just fill up the plate with noodles and people will go home happy. I think it's safe to say every good ramen place or one with a reputation, you have to spend $25 and change. Suramen, the last place we're at, for some reason I didn't like the presentation, but the chashu pork was way better than this experience I had at Santouka. I didn't like that the soft-boiled egg came so weak and disintegrated into the broth, and the noodles seemed like they were slightly overcooked, but the broth was definitely up to par, and it was absolutely delicious. I'm in the car! So now I could talk shit. I couldn't do the normal finish because I was in the garage, the lighting sucks, so I'm doing this as I'm driving here. And this light is taking 17 years. I'm so pissed right now. Been here a handful of times and the pork was always great. And this time, you want to talk about just a bad bite. It was too rough. So here I am on a Monday, and I've been here a handful of times and the pork was always good to me. I always get the chashu pork ramen. And I always get the shoyu with the rich soy sauce. And it wasn't this bad. I was trying to showcase to you, but I'm the real. I'm going to shoot it straight with you. The pork just was not good. My advice would be if you go to this place, don't get the pork. You know my ranking system. I tell you how much I paid for it, $28 and change, and then I tell you how much I think the actual value is. I believe that was worth about $23. I'm very disappointed in this sitting, but I'm going to continue my search to find the very best ramen. And like I said, guys, when you expand your horizons, you try different foods from different cultures, you do not have to be an expert. What is good is good. And you really understand the signs behind the cooking, then you know whether the pork or the noodles or the broth are good. And the pork was the drizzling shits. So hit the subscribe button if this is the kind of content you're into. If this is the kind of content you're not into, you know what, Cambridge? You yourself can piss off. Yeah, just cross whenever you want, you fucking Harvard geek. That's it, I'm done!